what, on this wider, that is made or does by nature grow, is more homely, yet more beautiful, than the useful potato. What would this world full of people do, rich and poor, high and low, were it not for this little thought of, but very necessary potato? True, 'tis homely to look upon, nothing pretty in even its blow, but it will bear acquaintance, this useful potato. For when it is cooked and opened, it's so white and mellow, you forget it ever was homely, this useful potato. On the whole, it is a very plain plant, make no conspicuous show, but the internal appearance is lovely, of the unostentatious potato. The useful and the beautiful are not far apart, we know, and thus the beautiful are glad to have the homely looking potato. On the land or on the sea, wherever we may go, we are always glad to welcome the homely potato. A practical and moral lesson this may plainly show, that though homely, our heart can be like that of the homely potato.
Flower. I saw a pretty pink flower. It was pretty. It was pink. It was a flower. Oh, pretty pink flower, so flowery and pink. I think of pink, and I think of pretty. Oh, so natural, pretty pink flower. How I love thee, pretty pink flower. How I love thee, pretty pink flower. Pretty pink flower. Pretty pink flower.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The tragedy. Theophilus Marziles. Death. Plop. The barges down in the river flop, flop, plop. Above, beneath, from the slimy branches the gray drips drop as they scraggle black on the thin gray sky, where the black cloud rack hackles, drizzles, and fly to the oozy waters that lounge and flop on the black scrag piles where the loose cords plop as the raw wind winds in the thin tree top. Plop, plop. And scudding by, the boatmen call out hoy and hey, all is running water and sky, and my head shrieks, stop, and my heart shrieks, die. My thought is running out of my head, my love is running out of my heart, my soul runs after and leaves me as dead, for the life runs after to catch them and fled. They are all, every one, and I stand and start. As the water that oozes up, plop and plop on the barges that flop and dizzy me dead, I might reel and drop, plop, dead. And the shrill wind whines in the thin treetop, flop, plop. A curse on him. I knew, yet I knew, if a woman is false, can a friend be true? I was only a lie from beginning to end, my devil, my friend. I had trusted the whole of my living to, and I knew. I can dare, plop, plop, the barges flop, drip,
Maybe
plop.
that's Yo Problem Too by Jim Hall. All my problems. Who knows? Maybe everybody's problems is due to the fact, due to the awful truth, that I am Spider-Man. I know. All the dumb jokes. No flies on you. Ha ha. And the ones about what do I do with all those extra legs in bed? Well, that's funny. Yeah. But you try being Spider-Man for a month or two. Go ahead. You get those crazy calls from the governor asking you to twat some boogler who's only trying to whip off color TV sets. Now, what do I care about TV sets? But I pull on the suit, the stinking suit, with the sucker cups on the fingers, and get my whoops and whittle bundle of equipment, and then I go flying like crazy across the town, from rooftop to rooftop, till there he is, some poor dumb color TV slob. And I fall on him, and we wrestle a little, until I get him all whooped. So big deal. You think when you Spider-Man, there's something big going to happen to you. Well, I tell you what, it don't happen that way. Nothing happens. Governor calls, I go. Bring him to police. Governor calls again, like that over and over. I think I try something different. I think I try something exciting like racing cars. Something to make my heart beat at a different rate. But then you just can't quit being something like Spider-Man. You Spider-Man for life. Forever. I can't even boin my suit. It won't boin. It's flame resistant. So maybe that's your problem too. Who knows? Maybe that's the whole problem with everything. Nobody can boin their suits. All the flame resistant, they all flame resistant.